So tell me what you're doing here at PAX. Like, what are you showing off here?
We're showing off the Jackbox Party Pack 2. We're also playing some old favorites from Jackbox Party Pack 1, Drawful, Fibbage, all the games that you might have played before.
Well, my co-host, he actually wanted to ask why specifically Drawful, like you said, isn't in the second party pack. Why not?
Well,
who made that creative decision?
We work as a group, but we need to make room for other games to come out and flourish. So every party pack is going to be. We have, literally hundreds of ideas with game concepts and prototypes. So we try and fit them all in. A lot of people were upset that we didn't have You Don't Know Jack in the Jackbox Party Pack 2, but that'll be coming back at a certain point as well.
So talk about some of the other main differences between the second and the first one. Like, you're talking about some of these newer games, right, that weren't present in both.
Right. So in this one, we have Earwax, which is sort of a apples to apples / cards kind of game where you actually put together sound effects to represent an idea. We thought that was a pretty funny idea, so we put that in there. It's kind of a different kind of game concept. We also have Bomb Corp, which is like a sort of frantic bomb defusing game where everybody has to defuse a bomb by reading their instructions off the phone.
Okay. So kind of like that, cult hit on VR. That what is it?
Keep talking. Yeah.
Keep talking. Nobody explodes. Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But we think that these packs are a great place to kind of experiment and play. And, the whole goal, though, is to kind of get people together, either on a stream or in their living room, and, play games together. And the added benefit is that everyone gets to use their phones, obviously.
Right, and that's, I think, the broad appeal here is that instead of using a controller, most people can just sit down, even if they're not gamers, and just pick up their iPad, their phone, whatever. Yeah, it's great.
And, we've been playing around with this concept for a while, and we didn't realize the impact of it when we actually released Fibbage, because we released Fibbage and we thought, it's a cute little game. It's really cool that we are able to use our phones. And we had released a couple of other games using something called the Jackpad, where you could play You Don't Know Jack with an iOS device, but you had to download the app. But we found that the friction of having to download something was kind of a pain, so we moved to a web model, and that's turned out to be really a success.
Yeah, so it's kind of a game changer, making it so accessible, right?
Yeah, so everyone's got a cell phone. You don't have to download anything. You just go to a website, dial in some numbers. Grandma can do it. Your little brother can do it. It's been kind of proof in the pudding, so.
Well, you have to assume that everyone at PAX who attends is going to be well-versed in this kind of thing, but do people ever, approach you and talk about feedback on, the Jackbox games?
We've gotten a lot of great feedback. We had a family here, this dad was wearing this T-shirt that says "Hail Jackbox," and the mom was like, you really brought our whole family together, with the aunts and uncles, and everyone comes to play, and that's awesome feeling,
That's pretty cool. I'm sure it's very rewarding for you personally. Yeah.
And then people tell us they hate certain games too. So.
Well, at least they're not working for you guys.
That's okay. We've got some games are popular, some aren't.
Yeah.
But that's why we put them all in the pack. So. Something for everyone.
And it looks like you've got a pretty good crowd here too. It's sort of is it slow but steady, or are you just in general?
It's been kind of insane. We have there are people here I recognize who have been here now 2 days straight, just playing this game. I'm like, that's how you want to spend your PAX? Awesome.
And do you do a lot of circuits around conventions to show this game off?
We've started to do a bit more. We don't have an internal marketing department, so we're only about 15 people. So we kind of take turns going to different shows. We'll do PAX East. A couple of guys went out to PAX Australia last year, and we usually we'll do a panel or we'll provide a game for the panels to play, which will have custom content. Later on today, we're doing PA and friends play Quiplash, and that's going to happen at 4 p.m., so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that'll be great, showing it off to such a huge audience. Yeah, in a panel. That's pretty cool. And So you mentioned that if you don't have a marketing department, it's left to all you game creators to really market this thing and show it off to people. So, and what's that experience like? Do you guys, are you comfortable in that position?
No.
Like me talking to you right now.
We are not polished professionals. But we do like to get involved. We all tweet, and we realize that that's a big part of like being a small company is like putting yourself out there, and people, for indie developers, you kind of need to put yourself out there so people know who you are. You get a fan base, and hopefully, we won't be, jerks or anything.
Well, so far so good.
There's some people I won't put on camera, like Ben over there, but
wild cards, huh?
Oh yeah, loose cannon.
Well, good for the games, not so much on camera or being recorded.
He'd be great. He'd be like, he would just like say something that he's not allowed to, probably.
So, but in your downtime and being a creative professional, besides playing your own games, playtesting, demoing this stuff, right, what are some of the other games that you look to just to enjoy, or maybe just for inspiration in your professional life?
Myself personally, I play SimCity Build It a lot. My wife and I have sort of a healthy competition going. We've been playing. I've been playing games for 25 years, so I'll play everything. My son plays Fallout. He's like so much better at it than I am, so I'll just watch him play. But at work, we're a bunch of weirdos. We love to play old Red Faction. Remember that game?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I remember playing that back on PS2. Yeah, it was like mind blowing how you could alter the environment and whatnot. Yeah.
So we're nerds like that. So it's really cheap on Steam. So everyone downloads it and we go around and blow each other up.
Oh, that's funny. That's man. I never would have thought that that'd be a game that you guys play in the office. Definitely not. Well, we'll talk about what's your least favorite part about this job? Is it the marketing, or what is it about it?
Well, this is actually fun. Actually coming out to see people. We watch people doing these huge streams, which is amazing to watch. When there's like tens of thousands of people watching someone like Lyric and they're playing our games. But there's nothing like actually having people laugh out loud while playing the game. It's just the greatest feeling.
Well, that's your favorite part of the job. What's your least favorite part?
I'm still trying to figure out what my least favorite part. I think when you're, I don't know. It's probably the final crunch mode where you're making trade-offs on stuff. You're like, we got to make cuts to parts of games and cut features to get things done in time. That's always killing babies. You never want to do that. So we've tried to improve our processes and whatnot, but that's the hardest part. It's the sacrifices.
It seems like that's a universal theme in developers in general, whether they're in creative, no matter what they're doing, working on any games. Right? Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, I've been doing this for 20 years, and it's never gotten any easier.
So that's why all of you guys go to industry events, and then you go out for drinks after the cons are done, and just all stew in it, right?
Yeah, last night was a testament to that, yeah. I'm surprised that we're both standing today, but we survived.
Well, is there anything else you want to add about what you guys been doing here at PAX and stuff?
No, we've just been making friends, you guys should definitely follow at Jackbox Games. And follow us on Twitter. Go visit our websites, jackboxgames.com, and buy our games. Support the small indie companies that are out there. We're now 20 years indie, but but indie nonetheless.
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, indie, but yet a huge name, and especially in the general gaming community. So thanks a lot for the interview. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, thanks again.
Cheers.